What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a great night. This is Daniel Higgins coming to you live. We just finished up our live Let's Go Weekend 5 event. Well, it's officially over. I know a few people are hanging out at the hotel and staying there a little bit longer, etc. I just wanted to take a few minutes and just talk about a few things that really struck me during the event. Um, of course, it was amazing. It was awesome because we have the best leadership in, well, we have the best leadership. I'll just leave it at that. We have great leaders that care about us, that really put an amazing event together. So we have to give props to Mr. Michael Delco and Monisha Delco. Love you guys. You guys awesome. You guys did an amazing job. This event was better than the last Let's Go weekend. Let me change my state a little bit here. And I just want to share a few reflections on everything that went on. Just some amazing speakers. We have doctors. We have financial minds. We have a whole sort. We have so many different professions and different types of leaders within our Wealth Builders Worldwide group. It's just amazing. The diversity that we have within our group. I mean, our group goes past any kind of religious barriers, ethnicity barriers. I mean, there really is no restrictions within our Wealth Builders Worldwide team, which is amazing to see in action because there's so much unity in that room. I can't bottle that up in a live stream and show that to you. I wish I could. If I would absolutely do it. But one of the things that Dr. Patrice was talking about that definitely resonated with me immensely was just the mastermind of Earth, Wind, and Fire, and how Earth, Wind, and Fire used the mastermind principle to become successful. So they combined and focused in on a goal, and they all were in complete harmony with each other and was able to tap into a strength that most people are unable to tap into. And Pastor Patrice Gordon did an amazing job of breaking that down, and it was just worth the price of admission. It was so amazing. Throughout the whole thing, we're talking a lot about different programming and how we have been given certain programming from different influences in our life. I mean, it's just reality. We're surrounded by information. We're surrounded by words from other people, from other sources. And we at times don't check that and challenge that in any way. So we have been programmed or given certain ways to think, and maybe we haven't challenged that at all. And that was just amazing, just going throughout and talking about seed time and harvest. Also, that was a huge thing that Mr. Michael Delco talked about, just seed time and harvest, continuing to plant, continuing to water. And then, I mean, this is just real situations that everyone has to learn, and everybody has to go through. That mastermind principle is something that every successful person has tapped into and used to help create change globally, locally, and all that things like that. So that's just an amazing thing. That mastermind principle that's found in Think and Grow Rich, a Black choice. Think and Grow Rich is found in Laws of Success. So that material, a lot of that material has been written by Napoleon Hill. So definitely get out there and grab that material, so that you could expose yourself to wealth building principles and just success principles in general. So that's just an amazing thing too. So real life challenges. I mean, our Wealth Builders Worldwide team, they're just some serious folks that are not giving up on their dreams, not giving up on their goals. I mean, we had people there that literally they didn't have their house in order because of flooding and because of all the things going on with weather. And they decided to still make it to the live event. Okay. So they drove down to the live event. I mean, that's a leader right there. That's a leader, someone who is going to continue to push forward in the midst of some kind of inconvenience, right? Because they're doing it not just for themselves, they're doing it also for their team to continue to push forward and assist their team. And I mean, this person just has the heart of gold. I mean, she really does. So, you know who I'm talking about, Miss Lady Prosperity and everything like that. I mean, just amazing to be able to see her again, but then also realizing all the things that's going on. I mean, this is real life. Life is going to happen and challenges are going to arise. And the question is, are you going to push through those challenges? So that's just one example. We had a situation where someone almost got injured. I mean, there's life is just happening all the time. And our team is so real and so genuine. And that's what helps because people could come to the aid to support each other, and really just be aware of what to pray for, what to look for. But that just impressed on my heart. I mean, so vividly, like, most people have a hard time coming to a meeting if it's in their state. But if you lost power in your house, or if you lost all of your actual possessions due to a flood, would you be driving to a live event? So I mean, so I tip my hat off to Miss Lady Prosperity for just pushing through, pushing through. And there's definitely a special blessing when someone pushes through. And then, of course, she has the support of her team. The whole team came to her support and just continued to push forward for her. And that's just one of many things. I mean, there's health issues going on in our team. We have a large team, but people are still pushing through to make it to a live event so that we can surround ourselves with like-minded people for that mastermind to continue to work, and so that we continue to push this agenda forward. Our agenda is to help create debt freedom. That's the focus with our Wealth Builders Worldwide team. That's the focus of Carrot Bars International, is removing the current system of debt in people's lives. So that's the focus on our team. And one of the things that just made it even more real, because we're talking about real life situations, real life challenges, is as Alan Austin just continued to explain this amazing business, he just made it very real and in our face. Okay. So there's a stat that just states that most people continue to work. Out of 100 people, the U.S. Census Bureau did a study, and out of those 100 people, there are several people, almost about, or 80 or 90% of the people continue to work until they died. All right. And you hear that stat and you're kind of removed from it. You disassociate yourself from it. So Alan Austin was talking about one of his coworkers, someone that he knew in the office, and she was a little bit older. I think she was over 65, and she was there working in the office. They were chatting it up, water cooler talk, thank God it's Friday, looking forward to the weekend, all that good stuff. And then she passed away on Friday. So she passed away yesterday, and this is just, it's real life situations. And we want, the whole idea of Care Bars International and the whole idea of our team is to position and give people information so they do not be in a situation where they work and work and work until they pass away. That's not the situation that we were created for. That's not the situation you're created for. We're not created to continue to work and work until we die. That's not the way it should be. And with the current system of debt, with the current 9 to 5 or being self-employed, we got to go outside of the box. We cannot stay in this 9 to 5 box. I'm not bashing a job in any way. You can use that to finance your freedom. You can use that to finance your freedom. But the truth of the matter is, you should be very aware of the fact that you will be building someone else's dream, or you will be actively building your own dream. That's the fact. You can support someone else's goals and dreams. You could definitely work with a company that you feel fits your goals and your values as a person, not breaking your actual moral code or compass or law. But just keep in mind, you gotta shift. You gotta shift over. You gotta have a game plan for shifting over. You gotta make sure that you have a game plan for shifting over. Okay? And one of the points that Alan made, as he definitely got all of our attention, just being real and being transparent and being honest about not just his coworker, but his own life and the things that he has developed through. You got to shift over and create income in the business side of the cash flow quadrant and the investor side of the cash flow quadrant. If you've been following me on YouTube or if you've been following me on Facebook, I've mentioned that a few times because Robert Kiyosaki is a great financial mind that has explained, even in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that you have to create some kind of passive income. And one of the things my wife just wanted me to just stress is that people working until they die, we have to express to people that we need to go outside of the norm and outside of the box, and we have to do things differently. We got to do things differently to get a different result. We got to do things differently to get a different result. So this amazing weekend, this wonderful weekend, being able to meet Mr. Harold Seitz again, the visionary of Carrot Bars International, the CEO and founder of Carrot Bars International, is just another blessing that can position us to be empowered and help others. We need to help more people. Okay? No one should be in a situation where they continue to work until they pass away. Okay? Just for me personally, my father worked so hard his whole life. He worked so hard. Okay? And when he finally got to retirement age, me personally, I don't think he got to fully enjoy it. And the reason why he didn't fully enjoy it is because he retired later on, because he had to continue to work to provide and do different things. But then also his health declined. Okay? And he ended up passing away from cancer. So he didn't get to enjoy his retirement. He didn't get to enjoy it. Okay? So we need to continue to do things outside of the norm and outside of the box so that we can position our families in a different quadrant. Okay? We can't stay in the normal employee or self-employed quadrant. Okay? So just wanting to impress that upon you immensely. And there's just so much going on. So, quick story. You gotta just continue to push forward, no matter what the situation, no matter what's going on in life, right? So, last Let's Go weekend. Okay, so this was a few months ago, late April, right? Last Let's Go weekend, because like I said, the title of the stream is Real Life Situations. Okay, this is real life. Okay, what would you do if your job let you go. Okay? Mr. Ty Best talked about that towards the tail end of our meeting. Are you willing to go 15 rounds to get to your goal of financial freedom, debt freedom? Okay? Are you willing to do that? Right? And he gave examples of life examples that happened to him that he experienced while he was chasing that dream. Okay? So I'm going to give you a real life scenario of what's going on or what's has happened with me. So fast rewind to last Let's Go weekend, right? And of course I discussed this with my sponsor because Mr. Michael Delco is always there to support and help people reach their goals and dreams because he's an awesome person and a great sponsor. So I'm so glad to have him in my corner. But right after the last Let's Go weekend, I go into work on Monday. And of course, after our Let's Go weekend, you're very, very excited. You're pumped up. So after a Let's Go weekend, the last one, I go into my job on Monday and I'm completely let go. Right? So I'm completely let go from my job on Monday. The Monday directly after the Let's Go weekend last April, late April, right? So boom, out of work. What would you do if you were out of work for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months? What would you do? Would you have a plan B in place to create more income? Would you have a plan in place right now if you went into work on Monday and your business, maybe if you are a sole proprietor, maybe your business, takes a little turn, because we're just talking about real life situations, or if you're let go from your position. All right? This is real life, guys. This happens, right? Are you going to prepare ahead of time? Are you going to pay yourself first in something that is better than normal currency? Are you going to have some savings built up to give you a cushion? Are you going to be creating passive income so that ahead of time you would be prepared if that situation arises and happens to you? Will you position your family? Right? Will you do it? That's up to you. But this is real life situations. Nobody plans on their house to be flooded out. Okay? Nobody plans on that. But we have to be prepared. Nobody plans on being let go from their job, but it's best to, before you need the well and before you need the additional income, to start building the income now. Our Wealth Builders Worldwide family is here to assist you in that. Okay? We're here to assist you in that. We have a group of people who, if you can tell from the photos, enjoy helping people. All right? And we're here to support those goals and dreams. Okay? So this is Daniel Higgins. I'm going to sign off now. I wanted to just impart some of those key things about this amazing Let's Go weekend. I want the best for whoever is watching this video. If there's someone who is sharing this video with you about Karatbars International, get back with that person ahead of time. Start creating passive income and an additional income for you and your family before you need it. Okay? So that if in case something happens or something changes, or even something to create that passive income and residual income, so you can start retiring, so you can start talking about legacy wealth, so you can start shifting from employee and self-employed. Nothing wrong with any of those two parts of the quadrant, but you want to shift over and learn those lessons from employee and self-employed and shift over to business owner and investor. Okay, so this is Daniel. I'm going to sign off now. I want to encourage you guys, jump on the link that's at the bottom of this stream. Okay, start creating passive income for your family now. What would we do in Care Bars International is we get paid to save our money. We get paid to keep our money. Money continues to move towards us because that's the way this system is set up. This business is not set up to take money from you. This business is set up so that you can acquire an appreciating asset, and it's called gold and cash gold. We're the only system where you can get paid to pay yourself. You get paid every time you decide to pay yourself. And as you share with others, the duplication process continues and residual income is created. So look at the videos on the bottom of the stream. If someone is sharing this video with you, get back with the person that is sharing this video with you. And thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Like I said, just got out the Let's Go weekend. It is an amazing time. Just wanted to reflect on some of the key points that I derived from it. But point blank, you just need to jump in and we can support your personal goals and dreams as you build wealth for your family. Okay? You guys have an amazing night. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.